y'all, Shay here. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress. And chat, I'm just going to hang out with you for about an hour. So keep you company, let's get some work done and just kind of catch up, and I'll tell you what's been going on around here for the last week, because I do these weekly. It is Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. I do film these the day before. And let's see, let me go over real quick what I'm working on. I am working on a diamond painting, and this is a Josephine wall, and it's Cancer. So it's got the crab and the two mermaids. So right now I'm working on the child right here. The mother, I've already done her tail right here. I'm on the bottom of the painting, and I'm on the second row from the bottom. So I'm working on this square, and then I have one more. But y'all, this one's gonna take me a minute. It's really, really big. It is a 70 by 87. That doesn't sound very big, but I started this April 1st. And today is the 13th, and I'm still on the bottom, the bottom row, like the second row to the bottom. I'm not even halfway. So, but you know what? This one's just gonna take me a while. There's been a lot of stuff going on personally that we'll get into. So I just haven't had, a lot of time to diamond paint. I just haven't been in the mood. So, all right, I think I'm zoomed in enough. Let's see, so that's my painting. I'm gonna be using this pen, and this comes to us from WoodTurning. It's got the 2 seasons. You've got summer there with all the turtles and birds and all the fun, sun and flowers and butterflies. And then on the other side is winter. And you've got the snowflakes. I love this pen. And I love how you can see the inside of the wood inside there. It's really, really nice. So I'll have them linked below. I have everything linked below. These pens are hard to get, but she, if you follow her on Instagram too, she does mention when she's gonna do her pen drops. So that's WoodTurning. My tray is a Shay tray. So it's one of the trays that my husband and I have 3D printed. We're not selling them yet. We're still in the prototype phase, but we will be soon, hopefully. And it's got the little diamonds, got the charm in there. These were designed by us. So yeah, got my Shay tray. And then what else? So I'm using Elizabeth Ward storage containers here. So I've got 2 of them going on. And because I am using, I have some ABs that I have. So I'll have 3841 that came with the kit, and then I'll put 3841, the AB on top of it. So I have a lot of, I have more containers than I normally would because I'm using ABs. It did come with 2 ABs, a purple and a white, but I'm enhancing it with some other purples, some other greens, some other blues. So very, very pretty. I have to show you all my CoverMinder that I'm using. I do use washi tape, and this is from Simply Gilded. I do use washi tape to section my diamond painting off, to do one section at a time, to kind of break it up. And then, so when I peel it back, this CoverMinder will hold it back so it doesn't flap down. This was a gift from Berta. She's one of my friends here on YouTube. It is the Disney Castle. We're a big Disney family, so I love this. It's beautiful. And for those of you that aren't familiar with CoverMinders, what you do is you can put this other magnet underneath the painting, and they kind of find each other. I am using a magnetic desk cover, so I don't have to, and I have it linked down below. It's from IKEA. So I can just put any CoverMinder on here, and it's magnetic, it just sticks. So it's nice. I don't have to go digging under the painting. What else? Oh, I also have this other little CoverMinder that Berta had sent me. Yes, look at that. Oh, so by the way, this comes from, forgot to mention the shop, from Etsy. This is from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. So I'll link that down below. And then she got me this, and this one comes from ShineShop Designs. And it's almost like a wood feeling, but it's like metal on the back. It's really, really pretty. So pretty little mermaid's got like an AB on top up there. So I've got those 2. And I think that's it. So grab something to drink, something to eat if you can. I've got my coffee. It's about 10:40 in the morning, so I'm on my second cup. Sorry, I had to take a little swig. I may pause throughout the video just to hydrate and take some sip of my coffee. Wanted to say thank you and to show you guys a few things that I got this past week. I didn't know what this was, so I went ahead and opened it. So I'm sorry there wasn't a video and an unboxing, but these were gifts. Now they were supposed to arrive during Mermaids and Magic, but I just got them this week, but I love them. This comes to us, this is a diamond painting tray, and you can see there's a mermaid in there with some fish. It said, "Mermaid, mermaid, let's be friends." I love that. And it's got sparkles in it. It's really, really pretty. This is from Ellen. Now, Ellen is one of my Patreons and one of my friends here on YouTube. She is so sweet. And then I also look at this mermaid tail, y'all. I hope you can pick up the color in this. It looks like it's resin. I love this. So yeah, she sent me these two things. And I think she may have gotten them off a shop off of Etsy. So if I can find out from her where she got these, I will link them down below. But I just wanted to say thank you to her. Really, really appreciate these gifts, you guys. They just make my day. And it's been a rough week, so really, really do appreciate the gifts, okay? All right. So thank you again, Ellen. It was very nice of you. Ellen has sent me many packages, and I just feel so spoiled by her. She's amazing. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead, and I was working on this color this morning, and then I kind of got the boys off to school. So let me go ahead. It's the hourglass symbol. I'll keep going. Now this is a square, and I'll kind of multi-place here and there. This is my first Josephine wall, and it's a little confetti heavy, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I've never done one before. I've had this in my stash for a while. And I am doing this for, and I meant to mention this, I'll have it linked down below. I am doing this for an event, and it's called the JWall Along 2022 is the hashtag. And it's being hosted by Laura with Anxiety Art Adventures. So if you have a JWall, join in, it's fun. There's weekly whip and chats, there's gifts. She's a lot of fun. So I'll link her channel down below too if you have any questions, but you still have a couple of weeks, so why not join in? Like I said, it was a 2-month event because a lot of JWalls are so big, and she, and I'm glad that she, extended it. We were doing our Mermaids and Magic event in March, so I wasn't able to join until April, but it helped me get my JWall out, and I really wanted to work on this. There's a lot of green and a lot of browns. So I'll have to do something next that's a little bit brighter. I think I have my next painting already picked out. I just did a unboxing or untubing, Gracie the Gardener from Craftably. So I think I'm gonna do that one next. It's a really cute spring one. And whenever I finish this one, I will work on that one. I normally do one painting at a time. I normally don't have more than one whip going at a time. Sometimes in the past, I have done 2 before. I've done a big one and a little one at the same time, but I typically just do one at a time and kind of focus on that one and get it done, because I figure if you're doing 2, you're never gonna get them done, right? It's just gonna take you longer to get one of them finished, and I wanna feel some accomplishment. So, all right, so let's go. So I hope everybody's having a good week. I mean to put that in my notes, but I don't, but I'm so bad about asking you guys how you are doing. So make sure you let me know down in the comments what you're up to. Easter is coming up this weekend, so let me know if you have any Easter plans. I'd like to know what everybody does. I'm not sure if folks in other countries celebrate Easter or if it's just a US thing, but if you do celebrate Easter, happy Easter. That's definitely coming up in just a few days. So, but yeah, let me know what you're up to and what your weekend plans are and how your week's been so far and what you're working on. Let me know what you're working on. So I just want to know all the things, y'all. I'm very nosy. No, I just love y'all, and and I've made friends with so much of you that I feel like I know you and I want to know what's going on. So, and I love reading your comments. Okay, so let's talk about, let me see. I do have notes. Let me just make sure I didn't. Okay, so let's talk about what's been going on since we chatted last. Make sure it's filming. Okay. Y'all, I've had a couple videos here lately that I've been talking and it hasn't been filming for some reason. So now I've got this paranoia that I'm talking and it's not filming. So I might double check a few times. Okay, so just, okay. Sometimes you don't know where to start. There's a lot. But let's talk about the happy stuff, okay? Let's talk about the good stuff. And then I'll give you a little disclaimer before we talk about something more serious in case it's upsetting to someone. I don't want to upset anyone, but we're not there yet. Okay, let's talk about Friday. Because like I said, I filmed these, Wednesday. Y'all see them on Thursday. Friday was a big day. It was my oldest's birthday, Ryan. He turned 17. And he just started a new job recently, the week before last. He started working at Cane's. It's the chicken finger place. And he's loving it, doing a great job. I'm so proud of him. I asked him last night if he's messed up on anything, and he's like, nope. So he's just took to it and is just loving it. So, and just wait till he gets his first paycheck. Then he'll probably really, really love it even more. Hopefully he'll be happy with the money he gets. But yeah, so he's working now. So we were trying to, figure out how we could celebrate his birthday on Friday because, my mom and dad live here. My mother-in-law's here with her husband and, the family's here. And we all wanted to get together and celebrate, but we didn't know if he had to work. So he found out he did not work on Friday, and I was like, perfect. Now, he was going out of town for the weekend with two of his buddies and one of their moms to go to Austin, because we're in Dallas, for those of you that don't know. And so Austin's about a 3 or 4 hour drive from here. The University of Texas is a big school up there. And the Longhorns, that's their mascot, they were going to be, there's a baseball game. And my son is on the high school baseball team along with all of his buddies. So they're all really into baseball. He's grown up playing. And so they were going to go for the weekend and go see that. So he was going to be gone Saturday and Sunday. So those were pretty much out as far as celebrating on those days. So I was like, okay, so I told everybody, let's celebrate Friday. Come over about 5:30. And he wanted wings from Wingstop. And we'll do gifts and celebrate him. And I got a cake and everything. Well, normal, typical fashion of, he does have ADHD, but I think it's just a typical teenager thing, maybe even a boy thing, I don't know. But he tells me things last minute. So I told him that we were gonna be doing this, celebration for him. And then he tells me like a day or two beforehand, hey Mom, I got a game Friday night. What? We've been planning this for like over a week. I'm like, you're killing me, dude. We were worried about you working and now you have a game. He's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? So my husband and I were talking about it. We're like, how about we do breakfast? And we're like, no, he has to be at school at 9. That's really early for everyone to come over and for us to try to squeeze that in. So Ryan's like, we could do lunch and I can just stay home from school that day. And we've never let them really miss I know some kids get to stay home on their birthdays, but we've never really allowed that. So we said, well, there's really no other way around it, I guess. So we talked about it and made sure he wasn't gonna be missing anything. And he got to stay home. So he stayed home and, my mom and dad are retired and so is my mother-in-law. So they're available during the day. So it worked out. I kind of texted them like the day before and, hey, plans have changed. And they were all very flexible. And they all came over about noon. And I went and picked up the wings, a bunch of wings, because we figured we would get enough for dinner that night for Nate and Lou and for, everyone else. We didn't want them to miss out on wings. So we got a ton of wings. We did like a 72 like party pack. There was a lot. So we, everybody came over and it was really, really fun. Now the other two were a little salty because they found out that Ryan was going to be staying home. And so they wanted to stay home. But I told Nate, my middle guy, I said, you're turning 16 in August and I was going to let you, stay home from school that day and we were going to get your license and do all that stuff that day. So and then Lou's like, what about me? I was like, okay, I'll let you stay home for your birthday. So we kind of negotiated a deal with everybody. So everybody came over at noon and we did gifts and we had wings. It was a really, really nice visit. Really, really fun. He had a great birthday. We got him a new phone. He has really, ever since he started driving, it changes, of course, their interests. And about 6 months ago, he really has gotten into cars. Him and his buddies like to go to car shows and he's always watching car YouTube videos. He's really into cars. And so he's been taking a lot of pictures at these car shows of all these like really expensive, sports cars and all these cards that are modified. And so he had a really old phone. And so we got him a new phone so he can take pictures, and, you know, he's all into social media, of course. So, you know, got him that. He was really, really happy. And then, you know, a couple of days before his birthday, he sends me these clothes from Nike that he wants. And I'm like, dude, I already bought your present. You got to ask me this stuff earlier. So I got him a Nike gift card. And he already went on there like a few days ago and showed me what he ordered. So he was able to get a couple things. So that was good. So he got some Nike stuff. And then he got money, of course, from, you know, grandparents. And he's a huge 49ers fan, San Francisco 49ers, the football team. And so my mom and dad got him a jersey for a new player, the jersey he didn't have. So yeah, he had a really good birthday. He was very, very happy. He was very appreciative. And you can tell he had a good day. And we ate, and then everybody stayed till about 2. And then I had to go pick up Lou at 2:45. So everybody left, I kind of cleaned up, and then it was time to go get Lou. So the day kind of flew by, y'all. And then that night, Lou went over to sleep over at a friend's house. So we were kind of hoping we were gonna be able to do the cake and everything and maybe celebrate, you know, with his brother and sister that night, but Lou was gone. And then, you know, he had the game and he got home late, and then he left early the next morning. His 2 buddies that he was going with, they ended up spending the night at our house. And then their mom, one of the moms that was taking them, picked them up at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and they drove off to Austin. So it was a quick trip. He got home Sunday night. So yeah, but he had a really good time. They had their own hotel room. So yeah, it was really nice that, you know, that he got to get away. He's never really done that before, gone away for the weekend with friends. So that was new. But of course there was an adult, so that was okay. That was good. I don't think he's ready to be off on his own yet. Not quite. Okay, so before I start talking about something else, I just wanted to let everybody know, I don't want to trigger, I don't want to upset anybody, but I am going to be talking about death and a situation within my family that I've been dealing with. And so if that's not something that you want to, you know, it's not going to be happy, cheery stuff. And that's what I try to have on my channel. But y'all, this is real life. And I wanted to explain why I didn't go live on Sunday and where I was and what I was doing. I tell y'all everything that goes on in my life. So y'all, I'm shaking, my pin's shaking. But if that's not something you want to know or hear about, please, you know, head out, and I totally understand, because I don't want to make anybody upset. I'm going to pause for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's really hard to talk about it again. I filmed a video for my Patreons on Sunday, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in here so I don't have to explain everything again, because it's hard. So I'll attach that in here now, and then I'll see you after. So today was rough. It really was rough. I know I'm driving and I'm trying not to get real upset, but Graham and I went to go visit my uncle today to say goodbye. We decided not to bring the kids. Well, Ryan was in Austin, so he wasn't even home. He was coming back from a weekend getaway with a friend, and a couple of his buddies, but we just didn't think it was the right place for the kids to be at, because, you know, my uncle's really sick. A little bit of history about him. He's had Crohn's for about 30 years, and he's just dealt with it. And so he's dealt with that, and, you know, we've kind of had some issues with Crohn's, but, you know, managed it and had a GI doctor, and, you know, was put on medication and everything. But, you know, and then about 3 months ago, his doctor, his GI doctor, saw something in his intestines, and he, you know, they did some tests, and he had to go to the hospital, and he had surgery, and they had to remove part of his intestines, and he never left. He was there for 3 months. He had 4 emergency surgeries, and was just put through, you know, so much pain and so much suffering. And they did find cancer, liver cancer, and then all types of things. And after 3 months, oh, hold on a second, Graham's calling. Oh, it was just a text message. So they tried everything for 3 months, and he just wanted to go home. He was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. He was tired, and I don't blame him. That's no way to live. So he decided to go home and to stop all treatments and you know, be on hospice. And if you're not familiar with hospice, it's where basically, you know, it's end of life type of treatment. They come in and they administer, you know, pain medications, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that's end of life treatment. And so he's under hospice care. He got home 2 days ago, and because when he was in the hospital, he stopped eating. He doesn't want to eat anymore. So that's when they knew that he probably didn't have a lot longer to live. And now his livers have shut down, and when we saw him today, he was very, very yellow, very orange, and he's lost a lot of weight. It's very, very thin. I mean, very, very thin. But everything is shutting down, all of his organs. But he still was just joking around, and it's like his mind is still there. His mind is still there. It's just his body is going, and that's what's so sad, you know? And he's not very old, and I just, my dad, you know, it's his only brother. It's just the two of them, and my dad is taking it really hard, and I felt really bad for my dad. You know, they were very close. They would talk almost every day. They had lunch and breakfast, and they would see each other all the time. And my uncle only lives about 30 minutes from us, 25, 30 minutes. But we had a really good visit with him today. We sat, and he has to whisper. He doesn't have much of a voice anymore. But we were there for about an hour and a half, longer than I thought we were going to be, because I know he gets really tired, but I know he was, you know, enjoying, you know, the visit that we were having. And finally I said, you know, are you doing okay? Do you want us to, you know, I did give him, there's a Zox bracelet that I always wear that you've probably seen in some of my videos. And I've worn it for a long time, and I've never taken it off, and it says stronger with every struggle. And I held his hand, and I gave that to him. I just said, you know, I've worn this for months, and I've never taken it off, and I want to give it to you. And so he put his arm out, he put his hand out, and he let me put it on his hand. And so he's my only uncle, because you know, I don't have a very big family. And growing up, he would always call me his favorite, you know, I'm your favorite uncle and you're my favorite niece. Well, I'm the only niece he had, and he's the only uncle I had. So it was funny. That was like an ongoing joke. And I told him today before we left, I said, you'll always be my favorite uncle. And my mom and dad were there, and they had gotten there a while before us. So after we said goodbye, we walked, you know, my mom and dad were letting me have time with him. They were in the other room. And we were getting ready to leave when we met my mom and dad, you know, near the front of the house. And I hugged my dad, and I just broke down, and he started crying. And I just feel really bad for my dad. My dad is, this is really going to be hard for him. And I'm really close to my dad. And, you know, just to see him in so much pain. And, you know, it just, I feel just awful. Just awful. And then, you know, of course, my aunt, you know, she's devastated. She's worn out. You know, she was in the hospital, you know, 24/7 for 3 months. You know, we were all hoping that, and I never mentioned anything to y'all because we kept thinking it was going to get better. We kept thinking that he was going to go home any day now, and that he wasn't going to be there that long, and that it wasn't going to get bad, but it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And my dad called me. He didn't want to tell me on Ryan's birthday because they were coming over, so he called me the night before, and that's when I found out that he was going home, and that he only had about, so originally my dad said he had about a week or two to live. But when I talked to my dad today at the house, he said that he's really glad we came today because he only has like probably a few days left. he whispers, he can't talk very loud from all the stuff that they've done to him. So we sat really close to him and held his hand, and Graham was there, and it was just it's something that I'll never forget. I'm glad that we had that time to say goodbye. We wanted to bring the kids, but we just didn't feel like it was appropriate. So we're actually going to FaceTime tomorrow with the kids after they get home from school. While he can still talk and while he's still, lucid. And so that way the kids can say goodbye too. So just a really emotional day. I'm drained. And then I had to take Lou to this birthday party. And we had to leave my uncle's too so we could, get home. And I have to act like everything's fine when I'm at home. I can't. That's why I'm doing this now, because I don't want to cry in front of Lou. Whenever Lou found out, whenever my dad called me that night and told me that he was going home from the hospital and that he'd only had a short time, Lou was actually in my craft room with me. She was coloring on the floor, and she could tell from my reaction that something was wrong when I was talking to my dad. And she hung up the phone, and I told her what was going on. She said he's really sick, and he's going to be going soon. And Lou started crying. So just going to see him today was not something that the kids should see. I thought about it today. My kids have never been to a funeral, so going to his funeral will be their first one. So it was just really, really hard. But I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. It's just really hard. So he gave us some words of wisdom before we left. He told us to find God, because he couldn't have got through this without him. So, and he told us to, spend time with our kids, because things go by really fast and you never know when you're gonna go. And he just gave us some really, really, really good, really good words of wisdom that were really nice to hear. Really, really nice. So, okay, I'm gonna let you all go. I'm almost to the birthday place. I have about 10 minutes before the birthday party ends, and I need to clear up my face so no one can tell I've been crying. But I just wanted to update y'all. Thank you. That's one thing I didn't want to forget to say. Thank you to everybody that has reached out, that has sent me messages. I'm sorry if I haven't responded to everybody, but y'all are amazing. I really do appreciate your support. It's made me feel a lot of love, and it's made it easier to get through this. And a lot of your words were very encouraging, and prayers, and I just really, really appreciate it. I really do. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings, okay? All right, love y'all, take care, and I'll see you then. Okay, bye guys. Okay, so y'all have had a chance to watch that clip from Sunday. It's gotten better as far as my mood. There's nothing I can do. And we just have to, I can't mope around and be sad every day, for my sake, my kids' sake, my husband's sake. I've got, we've still got to live. So I've got to, it's Wednesday here, and I did talk to my dad yesterday, and I asked him how everything was going, and he said he had just left. It was about 6 o'clock last night. He just left my uncle's, and he said that he's getting very tired easily because, everything is shutting down. And so, yeah, I don't know how much longer he has, and that's where we're at now. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Let's, I'm sorry to have put that heavy stuff on y'all, but let's talk about some other things, okay? I just wanted everybody to be aware of kind of where I've been, and if I've been kind of MIA lately with lives and stuff. I've just, been trying to process everything. So, okay, let's get back to, okay, so Monday, what happened Monday? Nothing really. I didn't feel great Monday. I was just kind of, blah. I didn't feel like doing much. Let's see. Ryan stayed home from school Monday. He did not feel well. And same with Lou. Lou stayed, I think they both stayed home on Monday. Ryan's got a cough. And then Lou just said her throat hurt. No one has any fever, so I don't think it's anything serious. But so everyone's kind of feeling kind of yucky. So I let the two of them stay home. And Nate was like, "Well, why did I have to go to school?" He was kind of mad. But that's the thing around here. If someone stays home, they all want to stay home. So that was Monday, and didn't really do too much. I think Lou and I might have run an errand or two. I don't remember. But and then Tuesday. Okay, I have something to lighten the mood. My Patreons got to see it, but I'll tell y'all. Let's see. So Tuesday morning, I had my mammogram. And I was telling Monday when we were together in the car, we were talking to my Patreons and we were telling them, what was going on, this week and what I was up to. And I said to everybody, I said to Lou, I said, Mom's got a mammogram tomorrow. And she goes, I said, do you know what a mammogram is? She's like, no. And y'all, she's almost 10, right? She'll be 10 in August. So I was like, now's a good time to tell her. It's not, it's not a bad thing. And it's something she'll need to do. So I explained to her what a mammogram is, and I have it on video thanks to my Patreon. So it's something I will cherish forever. Her reaction was priceless. She was half shock, half embarrassed, a little bit of like, what the heck? Just all the things. She was shooketh. Now, I kind of left out a few parts because I just was telling her, yeah, they squish your boobs and, this and that. And she was like, what? No. So, she had some time to think about it, right? That night. So Tuesday on the way to school, we're driving to school and she's like, Mom, and this is where it gets really funny. She's like, Mom, does a guy do it? Like, is he the one that actually, is the doctor or the, I don't know what, the radiologist, I guess they are. And I said, no. I said, that would be weird. And she started cracking up and started laughing. She's like, oh, whew. And I said, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, you normally don't have to have these done till you're 40. And she goes, oh, and she kind of held her chest and you could tell she was so relieved. The poor girl, I probably should have told her that, like, when I told her everything else. Because here she's thinking that, she's going to be having to get, her boob squished, next week maybe. And she was like, that just sounds awful. So I love it. She now knows what a mammogram is. And so yesterday she got home from school. She's like, Mom, how was your mammogram? It's fine. She's like, did it hurt? I'm like, nah, it didn't hurt. Not too bad. You got to do it once a year. It's not that bad. And I was telling her, they check for breast cancer and just trying to explain it to her. But yeah, so she's learning the ways of the world, y'all. The things that women have to do. Yes. So so Monday I did that. And then that was Tuesday. And then she had the book fair. The good old book fair, y'all. The Scholastic Book Fair. And they get you. They really do get you. Because they have a shopping time where the parents can come up during the day when it's their class's shopping time and spend a buttload of money. So that's basically what happened. I come up there and her shopping time was $12.50 to $1.20. All right, so 30 minutes. And they have something called an e-wallet for the kids whose parents can't come up, and they want you to put money on, an e-wallet so the kids can buy stuff without their parents. Y'all, they thought all this stuff through. Oh, and of course they send home, all these, booklets and brochures, and they let the kids, circle things that they want when they're at school, like a wish list. It's so much. I'm all about books though. Of course it's for reading, it's educational, it's a good thing, but it's not cheap. We just went to the library last week and, oh, that's another thing we did. That's what we did on Thursday. I forgot to tell y'all that. We went to the public library and we had a great time. It had been a minute since we had gone to the library, since, pretty much all the funk and everything, we didn't think that was a good idea. So we finally went back to the library after a couple of years and she got 16 books. So she's been really enjoying, she's reading something right now called the Dork Diaries, and she's loving it. It's almost like a comic strip, but there is a lot of reading involved still. So anyways, so I meet her at the book fair, and you know, she begs me to come. I'm like, okay. I put $50 on the e-wallet, because I'm like, okay, that'll keep us, you know, in check with pricing and everything, right? And what we get. So I told her, I said, you have $50 to spend. Yo, why did I spend $80 at the register? What the heck? So we were so good. I had my phone out, I was using my calculator, and she was like telling me how much things were as she was finding the books. And we were trying to, you know, figure out, you know, how much she was going to be spending. And then of course, you know, the more we looked, oh mom, I really want this book. Can I just go over a little bit? Oh, I really want this poster. No, the poster. So they didn't have prices on the posters, but I'm like, okay, how much can a little poster be, right? It said choose happy, and it's got some flowers on it. Super cute. She can put it on her wall in her room. Poster was $5. I'm like, a poster should be like, and her and I were talking, she goes, yeah, that should be like $2. I'm like, exactly. Because I was looking at the receipt trying to figure out what was so expensive. One of the books was $5, so that was good. Everything else was like, you know, 10, 14. I'm like, oh geez. So, but she's excited, she's reading. So that's all I can, you know, that's what we want. We want them to be reading. So to me, it's like, okay, spend $80 on, you know, something that's educational is not a bad thing. It's not a toy. I'm so glad, speaking of toys, in the past, the book fair has had a little section off to the side that's got little toys. Pens with little, you know, fuzzy things on the ends, and just little notebooks and all kinds of things that she did not need. Or they also get the kids with these books that have little toys inside, like a necklace, you know, attached to the book. And so the only reason why she was wanting these books is just for the necklace. And those were the expensive ones. Well, this year they didn't have any of the little things, the little trinkets, little toys. So I was so glad, because I was going to tell her no, just books. And she didn't get any books that had the little gifts in them. I didn't see a lot of those. So the book fair seemed kind of weak this year compared to other years. So did that, and we had about 10, so it took us about 20 minutes to find what we wanted and check out. And so she had about 5-10 minutes left. And so I was talking to her and starting to say goodbye, and she looks at me with these big puppy dog eyes, and she's hugging me. And she's like, Mom, since you're here, will you just take me home? I was like, no, you need to stay at school. Y'all, I took her home. I'm such a pushover. I'm such a pushover, y'all. I'm a mess. Such a mess. And then we're walking out. So I check her out, and I asked the lady at the front. Well, first we asked her teacher. I'm like, can I go ahead and check her out? She's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, do you know if it's going to be unexcused and unexcused absence? She goes, oh, I don't know. They'd be able to tell you up in the office. I said, okay. I'm like, she's not missing anything, is she? She's like, oh, just a reading assessment. I'm like, oh, well, does she need to stay for that? She goes, no, she can just do it tomorrow. I was like, oh, okay. So I told Lou, I'm like, if you leave with me, you're going to have more work to do tomorrow. She's like, that's okay. So I'm thinking, okay, we're just going to leave and go home, right? No. We're walking to the car, and she's like, I'm hungry. Can we go to McDonald's? I was like, girl, you're killing me. I just spent $80 at the book fair. You got a big old bag of books. You got a big poster. Now you want McDonald's? She was like, wee, this is like, you know, like a play date. I was like, oh, so of course I went to McDonald's, got our lunch. And then she pretty much chilled the rest of the day. And yeah, so that was yesterday. Today at 1:15, I've got to take Margot, one of our little Bostons, our older one, to the vet. She is due for a vaccination. Y'all, I swear, it seems like dogs get a lot of vaccinations. It seems like more than humans. I feel like I'm always taking one of the dogs to get one of their vaccines. And this one's like for the Bordetella, like the kennel cough one. And then they have, you know, and then I have to get Heart Guard and Next Guard, which we're out of, for, you know, flea and ticks and all that. And that's going to be another $100 probably. So the dogs are always so expensive. Yeah. And then, so I have to take Margot today, and then I'm going to have them trim her nails too while I'm there, because she's got talons Jasper never needs his nails trimmed, but Margot gets these really sharp nails and they hurt, and she's a jumper. So whenever someone comes over and they're wearing shorts, I always feel so bad because she'll normally scratch them. Tomorrow, Thursday for me, Oreo, our little bunny, or Lou's bunny, I should say, is getting his stitches removed from being neutered. So I'm gonna be taking him at 10 o'clock in the morning to get those out. And then I'm really excited. I'm gonna go over to Randy's house. You can call me Butta, my BFF. And I'm gonna bring a diamond painting, and I guess I'll bring this one. I don't have anything else kitted up, unless I kit up a small one. I guess I'm gonna bring this big boy with me, and we are going to have some lunch and diamond paint at her house and visit. So I'm very, very excited. Berta had sent us some gifts. Like, I said, Berta sent this to me, and she also sent something to Randy. And so I've had that since last week. And so I'm gonna bring Berta's gift to Randy over with me. So I'll give that to her tomorrow, Berta. And then, yeah, we're gonna visit. I haven't seen her since we did the live for Mermaids and Magic. So we need to catch up, and she knows it's been kind of a, rough go here lately. And so she wants to, I'd love to spend some time with her and, just have some fun. It sounds like it would be fun. So she always makes me feel better, and she's been checking on me. Y'all, she's the best. So yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. And then today I've kind of just pulled out the kids' Easter stuff that I'd kind of been collecting over the last month or so, and just seeing what all I have. And I kind of need to get Lou one more thing. I might have given her the gift that I was gonna get for Easter. Whenever we were visiting my uncle, we were gone for longer than we thought we would, and she was here by herself with Nate, and Nate ignores her, and she kept calling us saying, "When are you coming home? When are you coming home?" And we're like, we'll bring you a surprise. That's what my husband said. And I'm like, oh, I actually have something at home. So I gave her her Easter gift early. She's really into these stuffed animals, and they're called squash mallows. They're cute as can be. And I bought a pack at Costco for like 20 bucks, and they're like the little ones. There was like 6 of them, I think, or something like that. But I gave that to her. So now the boys have something and she doesn't. I mean, there's a little basket of like candy. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to pull the plastic Easter eggs out, and I need to get some like fillers, like maybe a few bucks for some of them. But, and I need to get some like little candies or some jelly beans to put in there. We are going to color Easter eggs. We still do that. And Nate actually asked me this morning, Mom, are we gonna color Easter eggs? And y'all, he's almost 16. And I was like, do you want to? And he goes, yeah. So that really made me happy to see that he's not too old for that. All I bought so far, I bought one of those pause kits, like the little, little pellet, the little dyed tablets that you just plop in water and vinegar. And so we'll do that. I need to buy some more eggs probably. So yeah, I've got a few to-dos. So I may run out today and go grab some Easter egg fills. So what we do is I hide the plastic Easter eggs in the house, and I think I've got 3 golden eggs, and I think that's where I put like $5 or something in, and the other ones will have like change or like maybe $1. But we do the plastic Easter eggs outside in the backyard, in the front yard, and then the real Easter eggs, I get up. So we'll do them Saturday night, and then we put them in the fridge, and then I get up hella early Sunday morning before Lou wakes up, and I hide the eggs because they're real, right? They're perishable, so you can't have them out all night. And then of course we'll leave some carrots out for the Easter bunny and all that stuff. So yes, so hopefully y'all are gonna have some fun on Easter. We're not doing anything. We haven't made any plans with any family or anything. Well, especially what's going on right now, it's just not the time. So yeah, we're just gonna, take care of our kids, do the Easter basket thing, do the Easter egg hunt, and that's all the plans we have. We don't have any plans to do like a special like Easter dinner or a brunch or anything. Sometimes we've done that in the past. We've gone to, a nice nice restaurant and did like an Easter brunch. But yeah, we're not doing that this year. So yep, it'll be nice. It'll be kind of a chill weekend. And then, ooh, that reminds me, y'all. I just got reminded. Sunday is Easter, and I go live on Sundays. So, since we don't have any plans, how about we spend Easter together? I'm just now thinking this through. Y'all let me know down in the comments, yay or nay. Thumbs up, and don't do thumbs up or thumbs down because I want all thumbs up. Just give me a yes or no for doing an Easter live. That could be a lot of fun. I have some games that we can play that I found for a future live, but we could definitely do it on Easter. That would be like a perfect time to do it. We could make it an Easter game, and maybe I could do an Easter giveaway. I don't know, y'all. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. But y'all let me know. I know a lot of you probably might have plans and might not be available, but for those of you that don't have any plans, like we don't, why don't we spend some time together? Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. So let's plan on that, unless I get a lot of people that saying, no, don't do an Easter. But yeah, let me know if an Easter live sounds good to you, and we'll do that. And again, I go live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, that is my time slot. And Randy, now that I'm thinking about it, Randy did not go live she goes live every other Sunday. So I need to talk to her and find out if she's going live this Sunday and if she's planning on doing anything Easterish. So I guess I'll talk to her tomorrow about that. Perfect. Y'all, we're just getting things planned out here. Okay. The kids do not have school. That's another thing I was going to tell y'all. The kids are out of school on Friday of this week and next Monday. So they have a 4-day weekend coming up. They've got, Good Friday, which they always get off, Friday before Easter. And then they give them the following Monday off as like a bad weather makeup day. So they can make it a 4-day weekend for the kids. So yeah, the kids we don't have, like I said, we have no plans. So they'll just kind of, I'm sure Lou will just play with friends, and I don't know if Ryan has to work, but yeah. So they'll be around. That doesn't really affect my filming though. I still can get things done. They're not little and they don't bother me. They know that when I'm filming, pretty much they're doing their own thing, especially the boys. And like I said, Lou's, she knows when I have the door shut, and sometimes she'll come in and I just pause it. It's not a big deal. So video is coming up. Let's see. I've got some exciting, I can't say anything yet, but as soon as I get the green light from them, I'm going to be announcing something. So you'll probably see a special video announcing something special that's coming. There's a sale that's going to be going on with someone, and some special mystery things and a lot of good stuff. I might even be, I might get the green light today. So you might even see this before the whip and chat goes out. I don't know. It could happen any minute. I'm waiting. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. There's some exciting news coming out from somebody. And let's see. So that'll be probably a video I'll put out. I am a Crafties affiliate, and they sent me a kit to review and to show you guys. So, and I've had it for a while. I've had it for quite some time. And Lou asks me almost every day, Mom, can we open this? Can we just open this? I'm like, no, I need to do a video for it. They sent it to me and I'm going to do a video. And she's like, but you've had it for like weeks. Are you ever going to open it? And I'm like, I will. It's just been a little crazy. So yes, be on the lookout for that. I've got a Crafties. I haven't done a Crafties video in a while. So thanks to those folks for, reaching out to me again and wanting me to, show one of their products. So there'll be a Crafties video. What else? You never know, y'all. I've got some stuff I've ordered that I'm waiting to come in. So whenever I get that stuff in, I'll of course do an unboxing. And I think that's it. Yeah. So y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, whenever you are watching this, your rest of your evening, your morning. Thank y'all again for being here for me and letting me lean on you. And I love this community. There's just no other way to say it, you know, I do. Starting this channel, I had no idea what this was gonna bring, and it's more than I ever could have dreamed of in the way of happiness and support and friendships and just all the things, y'all. Fulfillment of just, you know, having like a job, you know, now, and having something to work on and be proud of, and yes, all the things. I don't want to get too emotional. We've had enough of that today, right, y'all? Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all go. If you have not subscribed, I just want to make sure I put the symbol down. Do y'all ever do that? You put it down and then you start second guessing yourself. You're like, I was talking, did I do that? Oh, good, I did it right. Okay, they were A-B, so I just wanted to make sure. If y'all enjoyed this video, and they're all not like this, they're normally pretty upbeat, but you know, real life happens, and I'm very real with you. I tell you guys everything that's going on, so good, bad, you know, all the things. I share my life with you, so if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. And then if you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And then if you have not subscribed, there is a subscribe button down below. Click on that, and it's free. It just lets me know that you like what I'm doing here and that I'm doing the right things. And then if you want to see more videos, there's a notification bell right next to that subscribe button. If you click on that notification bell, then you'll get notified whenever I put up any new videos. All right? Okay, y'all. Y'all take care. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.